The Lost Necklace. In a small town on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea, there lived a young man named Yasin. He worked as a jeweler in a tiny workshop he had inherited from his grandfather. Yasin was a handsome young man, renowned for his unique talent in designing jewelry and for his kind heart, which captivated many women in the town. But his heart was always occupied with work and art, leaving no room for love to enter his life. One day, a girl named Layla entered the workshop. She wore a simple white dress and a sky-colored scarf. She looked as if she had come from another world, with her serene beauty and enchanting smile. She approached Yasin, took out an old, broken necklace from her small bag, and said softly, "This necklace belonged to my late mother. It's all I have left of her. Please, can you fix it?" Yasin took the necklace in his hands and felt something unusual. The design was intricate and beautiful, yet it bore unfamiliar engravings, old letters or mysterious symbols. He looked at her and said with a reassuring smile, "Don't worry, I'll restore it to how it was, maybe even better." Yasin spent nights working on the necklace, growing more fascinated with it the more he studied it. The symbols seemed to tell a story, but he couldn't decipher their meaning. As he worked, his thoughts drifted to Layla, her calm features and the sadness her voice carried. Gradually, he felt something stirring inside him, something akin to love, though it was unfamiliar to him. After a few days, the necklace was ready for delivery. When Yasin handed it back to Layla, she saw that it was more beautiful than ever and felt deeply grateful. As she admired it, she noticed that Yasin had added a tiny piece at the back, like a hidden button. Out of curiosity, she pressed it, and a secret compartment in the necklace opened, revealing a carefully folded piece of paper. Layla was astonished and said, "I never knew the necklace hid something. What could this be?" With trembling hands, she unfolded the paper and found words written in an ancient language. She brought it to Yasin and said, "I don't understand this language, but you discovered it, maybe you can figure out what it says." Yasin began researching old books and references until he discovered that the text was written in an ancient language once used in the region centuries ago. After much effort, he translated the words, which read, "Love is the key that opens all doors. Follow your heart, and you will find the way." Layla was moved by the words, feeling as though they were a message meant just for her. She decided to investigate the origins and history of the necklace and suggested Yasin accompany her. He agreed without hesitation, not just out of curiosity but because he felt she had become a part of his life. Their journey took them to nearby villages, where they asked elders about the necklace. In a distant village, they found an old man who spoke of an ancient legend about a noble family that once owned a magical necklace. It was said to guide its bearer to true love. Layla was amazed and said to Yasin, "Do you think my mother knew this story? Why did she leave the necklace for me?" Yasin smiled and replied, "Maybe she wanted you to find your own path. Or maybe, the necklace brought you here." She looked into his eyes and felt something shift between them. Their journey was filled with adventure, and each step brought them closer together. After weeks of searching, they arrived at an abandoned site near the sea, where they found the ruins of an old palace. Inside, they discovered an ancient painting of a woman who looked strikingly similar to Layla, wearing the same necklace. The painting bore a small signature, and when Yasin read it, he said, "It's the signature of an artist who lived 200 years ago. It seems there's a connection between you and this woman." At that moment, Yasin and Layla realized the story wasn't just a coincidence. Perhaps the necklace had been a means to unite their souls, revealing that love isn't only written in the present but can be etched into our destinies long before. They returned to the town, but their lives were no longer the same. They became partners in everything, love, work, and even dreams. The necklace transformed from an old keepsake into a symbol of a love that brought two hearts together in a way that defied explanation.